Happy 2024. I'm super excited to be back in action, helping you guys with your ad strategies going into 2024. Now, what better way to start 2024 than with a marketing blitz? Now, what the heck is a marketing blitz? So back in December, I did my very first marketing blitz with students. And if you go to adswithlaurel.com/blitz, and watch this video, you will see exactly what the marketing blitz is. And as a matter of fact, if you scroll down on this page, you are going to see and hear from students who got so much done. As a matter of fact, a lot of the students said that they got more done in those couple of days with me than they did when it comes to ads all of last year. And so I was like, you know what? This blitz gets people in action. It's not about the content, because a lot of people are like, well, Laurel, what type of content can I expect to learn here? You're not going to really learn any new content. It is 3 days built to move your butt, right? Because action is going to get action in 2024. Sitting on your hands and just waiting for things to happen, watching more content, watching more videos, that is the last thing that most of you guys need. Most of you guys need a fire under your ass to get shit done. And that is what this 3-day marketing blitz is built to do. Now, it is only $100 for a seat. I am going to start charging $500 for this. Right now, get in while I'm still tweaking things, while I'm still trying new things out. So be in a room with a whole bunch of people. The gist of what everyone said was the value is it wasn't about the content itself. It was about being in a room with people who were challenging each other to get stuff done every single day. And that is what I wanted to, that was the energy that I wanted everyone to bring to the first blitz. And that is exactly what happened. So if you're interested, go to adswithlaurel.com/blitz and watch this video, and you will kick 2024 off with a bang. So let's go ahead and get into the Ask Laurel thread. Every single week, one of the things that I would love for you guys to do is if you go into the, let's go back to the Facebook group. And what I want to do is right here, if you go into the featured section, every single week, every single one of you guys should be checking this. This is where any important things are going to be posted. Especially I have an event that is almost sold out in March. So if you want to be a part of that, like if you want me to help you in person, hey, check out my March live event. If you click on this in the featured section, it will actually bring up a kind of a large thread right here, but I did post the link to buy a seat. So if you do want to come and hang out in March in Phoenix, it is at Joe Polish's office. Lots of fun stuff there. My mentor is going to be there. My copywriter is going to be there. All of the right people, all in the same room. Some awesome experience. Also, if you hadn't even gotten my book yet, if you're tired of watching my super long videos, which by the way, I'm going to make another announcement about that here in a few minutes. You can get my book on Amazon. Like if you want a roadmap, it's got diagrams, it has got a checklist. It's actually got several checklists. So if you want to get stuff done in 2024, grab the book, grab the blitz, and you, my friend, will be all set. Okay. Now, another thing that I wanted to point out is that 2024 is an amazing year to be inside the $7 program, because some of you guys probably already noticed I started reshooting a lot of the content, especially the 3 missions video, based on feedback from you guys. This video, the new video, is only 7 minutes long. I've updated a lot of the strategy documents, and if at any time at all you get stuck, make sure you're using this prompt right here for the Ask Laurel thread. Now, just yesterday, I reshot the brick and mortar training. This is the beginning of many live trainings that I'm going to be doing. So usually we have 2 Zoom coaching calls every single month. Well, 2024 is going to be different because I am reshooting the entire program, and I want you guys to be my audience there so that you guys can ask questions as things are doing. And then me and my editors are editing them up into nice short videos. So all of those long videos with lots of conversations and stuff is going away for the course part. If you guys like the conversations part, you'll be able to watch the replays on YouTube. But for the most part, we are making sure that all of the trainings in the program are saving you time. We want to be respectful of everyone's time. And so we're working really hard to reshoot everything. And so make sure that you are checking the featured section of the program every single week, because this is where I will be announcing all of the upcoming trainings, which, by the way, if you're a real estate agent, definitely check the featured section, because the real estate section is the next thing that we are going to be tackling after the brick and mortar. So also in the featured section is where you will find the Ask Laurel thread. Make sure that you are reading all of the rules, because we have to have rules in place. We have over 3,000 people in this program, and to ensure that everyone gets a personalized experience, it comes with a little bit of rules. We have to keep things all nice and organized. Now, the Ask Laurel thread is the only thread inside the Facebook group that I can guarantee you will get a Laurel approved answer. Okay. Now, I want you guys to use the Facebook community, because there are a lot of knowledgeable people here in the Facebook group, but along with a whole bunch of knowledgeable people comes some not so knowledgeable people, or people who want to be assholes. And by the way, please don't be an asshole. Everyone is here with the same goal, and that is to kick ass with ads in 2024. So please, please, please be kind to everyone. If you see someone completely struggling, completely lost, please, please, please just direct them to the Start Here section, so that everyone knows where they need to be and what they need to do. So make sure that you are reading the rules before using this, because there are certain rules before you get your copy looked at. There is a 1 question per member. Some people try to circumvent that system and they try to ask more than 1 question. Well, my team goes in before I hit this thread, and they delete anyone who is not following the rules. So be kind to my team. We are a small team. It is me and my wife that run this entire program, with the help of one of our best friends every once in a while. But for the most part, Christina, my beautiful wife, runs this program with me helping a little bit. So please, please, please make Christina's job easy and just follow the rules. The program is only $7 a month. Like, we don't have time to do all of these extra things and making sure that, everyone is getting their question answered by other people. And it's just follow the rules. Okay. Deadline to submit is Thursdays at 5 o'clock, only because, like, on a couple of questions today, I have brought resources. And so that is why the deadline is at Thursday at 5 o'clock, because on Fridays I go through this thread and I make sure that I have all of the resources in order to do this live on Saturday morning. So if you're stuck on where to start, always just refer back to the Start Here section, and there is a prompt for your first assignment. So anytime you get stuck, just revert back to the Start Here section. So let's go ahead and dive into this thread. I'm going to set this to all comments so that everything gets put in the order. John did a really great job of answering Lachelle's question here, which, by the way, John is the creator of Copy Coach. So thank you, John, for leading Lachelle in the right direction. Dean just said, Christina, is it possible for you to copy and paste the questions into the description of the YouTube videos? I like to watch YouTube videos, and seeing which questions I can skip ahead makes it more efficient. Dean, we will try to accomplish that request, but like I said, Christina is one of the, Christina does a lot and wears lots of mini hats in my business. And we will try our best to make time to do something like this. And I know it doesn't seem like it's a lot of time, but in the grand scheme of things, of everything I need Christina to do, this isn't really a priority, but we will try to remember and make that happen whenever we can. And I appreciate every single, feedback. We're not able to meet all of the feedback because, we're very limited, and that's why this program is so cheap. But anyway, we appreciate any and all feedback, and we will always try to, make anything that we can possible with our very, very small team. So Dean, we will take that into consideration, and we will try our best to make do on that. One of the things I tell my students to do, because this is something I do too whenever, because I'm a part of coaching programs and I can't attend every live call. One of the things that I do is I just put the YouTube playlist of the calls on in the background as I'm working. So that way I'm not sitting there just watching that one video. I'm always listening while I'm doing something else. And so that's probably something that you can probably put in, we only have one of these live videos every single week. So if you just put it on in the background while you're doing work, you can listen to all of the questions that are being asked and kind of listen to, I kind of do it like podcast style, Let's see. Gustav says, and I have brought a resource for this one. I think you guys are going to like this. So Gustav says, I have 2 power content videos running at $5 a day. both hitting the KPIs. However, it's not generating comments or conversations, so I need to rely on retargeting to get the job done. Now, remember, the first job of power content is not to get comments. The first job of power content is to build an invisible list. Your conversion multipliers are built to get conversations. Like if you get conversations from power content, that is a bonus. And so he says, now I'm beginning I'm assuming you're targeting or retargeting tactics, I think is what you meant to say. As far as I understand, we have weekly organic content, conversion multipliers, ATM. Let's say I have a $450 monthly marketing budget. With power content, I'm spending $300 a month, which leaves me $150 for retargeting. I don't think it's enough for all the retargeting strategies, as it's only $5 a day. So once I hit 1K in my warm stack, should I allocate more budget to retargeting, or maybe only do conversion multipliers without boosting? Thank you. Yeah, so this is a really great question. And so I pulled up a little document that just kind of walks you through, like, what does it look like, right? So here's the thing. We need traffic. Like if you were just starting out, you need the most basic 7-day flywheel, right? If you guys go into the program, you will find the 7-day content flywheel. I'm pretty sure it's in one of these sections where I talk about the flywheel. Maybe it is in Yeah, there we go. The 7-day content flywheel, right? Super, super important video. And this is essentially, right? Like, let's say you only have $500 to spend a month, right? So if I only have $500 a month to spend in the first 30 days, I'm probably going to spend $300 of that $500 in the first 7 days to test, right? Now, if you don't feel comfortable doing that, and I'll give you an example of why, right? So let's say I get a new, let me just kind of back up a bit. So let's say I have a new agency client and they give me $5,000 to spend in the first month. I am probably going to spend $3,000 of it in the first week so that I can pick my winners and optimize, right? So it's the same idea here, right? If I only have $500 to spend, I am probably going to, if I only have $500 to spend a month, I'm probably going to spend $300 of it as fast as humanly possible. I'm probably going to do more like $10 a day here, but I'll leave it at $5 a day just because that's what most of you guys are comfortable spending. But here's what that would actually look like, okay? So just so everyone is clear, in your first 30 days, you want your power content, you want to optimize to where power content is delivering 500 to 1,000 invisible leads every single week, okay? And your conversion multipliers are getting 100 messenger conversations every week. So in the first 30 days, these are our two goals. Now, just to be clear, this is the first 30 days if you are someone who's absolutely just starting, okay? Which I assume most of you guys who are listening to this video, you probably are just starting. But the goal in the first days is to optimize to where your power content is delivering 500 to 1,000 every single week, and conversion multipliers are getting 100 messenger conversations a week. So on day 1, you're launching your power content at $5 a day. On day 2, you're launching your second power content at $5 a day. On day 3, you're launching your third piece of power content. Notice I'm not optimizing yet. This is all I'm doing. Day 4, I'm launching my first conversion multiplier. Now this is all to cold traffic, okay? So this is all to cold traffic, just so everyone is clear on that, okay? So again, day 1, power content number 1. Day 2, power content number 2. Day 3, right? And so forth. On day 7, I am troubleshooting power content number 1. Is it meeting KPIs? Okay, meaning, am I getting $1 or less per 25% view? Okay, so on day 7, I'm going and taking a look at this, and let's say that I am paying 87 cents per 100% view. I mean 25% view. Sorry. Oops. There we go. Let's say I'm paying 87. Okay, so then on day 8. I'm going back at looking at power content number 2, and let's say this one is getting 15 cents per 25% view. Well, okay, once I look at that, I'm like, well, this one is beating this one, so I'm going to turn this one off, and I am going to raise the budget to $10 a day. So I reallocated the budget from here. Why? Because if I am paying 87 cents, right, per 25% view, I can get 5 times the amount of 25% views if I allocate the budget here, right? And so if I go on day 9, I'm going and I'm looking at power content number 3. And let's say this one is getting 76 cents per 25% view. It's meeting the KPI of $1 or less, but if I reallocate its budget here, I'm going to get, again, 4 times. I'm going to get, so just by turning these two off, this one is getting at 15 cents. I'm going to get more bang for my buck. Okay, so that's how I'm optimizing. So then I go to day 3 and I'm like, cool. Day 10, I'm doing the same for my conversion multipliers and so forth. This is how I'm doing this. And I want to keep doing this every single day. Now, why am I not looking at everything on day 7? Well, because I launched day 1 before I launched day 2. And so I'm going it's basically a flywheel. And if you watch the video that's inside the program right here, it actually shows you what that looks like. But this is how I am optimizing. And so if I have $500 a month to spend, I might not start retargeting. I might be playing this game for the first 30 days. And then the second 30 days, I might be tapering off some of these other ads so that I can start working in retargeting. So hopefully that makes sense. But your first 30 to 60 days might just be optimizing it to get these, okay? Now, by the end of the first 30 days, you might only have, right? You might only have you might just have 2 ads running. You might have 1 conversion multiplier running at $15 a day and 1 power content running at $15 a day. This is built to get cash flow, your conversion multipliers, right? Because once you start getting 100 messenger conversations, you're probably going to get a sale. And so you can actually add in more ad budget for your retargeting. So there's a couple of different options for you right there. So hopefully that made sense. I know I kind of rushed through that, but that is how we need to start optimizing. Sometimes we don't need to look at retargeting for 2 months. We need to make sure that our top of funnel is bringing in the most amount of leads. And this is what I'm looking at. I do not move on to retargeting until I've optimized all of this to be doing this with the budget that I have. Let's see, Emily says, hey Laurel, I watched your Facebook groups training and you talked about mapping your customer's journey. Here's my first crack at it. I love any feedback that you have. Awareness of money wounds, problem aware, recognizing that they are what. So I don't have enough context to actually give you proper feedback. I don't even know what you offer. So it's kind of hard for me to give context on this. Like when you say the customer's journey, are you talking about these are all of the phases throughout your entire business? Like from free content all the way to paid. So I'm a little bit confused on feedback on, I'm assuming these are like the phases of your entire business and not just your front end offer. So let's just take it. So I will just assume that this is like your free content and this is your paid content. Number 1, awareness of money wounds, problem aware. So this is not clear. What does money wounds mean? Exactly, right? That's unclear. Recognizing that they are what's actually blocking their wealth and wanting to heal them. Again, I'm not really sure, like, what are they, like, what is the problem that you're trying to solve? I mean, creating a 7-figure business is kind of like a situation, but what are the problems that are actually occurring? Like, why are they, what's keeping them? I'm assuming maybe this is a spiritual offer. Permanently healing money wounds, signature program. Yeah, so a lot of this is vague, and without having the context about where your customer is or your potential customer is right now, without knowing the specific problems that you're solving, it's really hard for me to say, I mean, this looks like this would be a cool ascension ladder, but I'm not sure. There should be one problem that you're solving at each, and I find that your problems are a little vague. And that's just, you know, straight up feedback, not knowing the details of your offer. So hopefully that's helpful. Let's see, Megan says, trying again. Here's the link for 15 pieces of content, and the link actually works. Can you please review and let me know your thoughts? Absolutely. Let's see, false belief, I can't do my own Facebook ads. Oh, I think these are my examples. Sorry, it wasn't clear. Digital experience operations is overwhelming. That's false belief number one. Digital distraction is something that just happens when you own an online business. Okay. Analysis paralysis, everything is critical. I'm afraid to make the wrong choice. Video number one, I need to oversee every aspect of digital operations personally. More data always leads to better decisions. Automation impersonalizes customer experience. Outsourcing is a sign of incompetence. Constant adaptation is essential. Yeah, these all look good. I more or less would, I see this, my thing, this looks right. Whenever you guys are doing these exercises, if you actually break these up into hooks, it'll move the needle a little bit faster, because all of these look okay, but until I can see it in a content form, I'm not sure. Like, I mean, the topics look okay, but until you can see it, until I can see it in hooks. Like, so if you guys are turning in the 15 pieces of content, write your hook for this video, write your hook for this one, write your hook for this one. I can tell, that's how I gauge content, is by hooks, not necessarily topics. Hopefully that makes sense, because it's the hook that makes the difference, right? You could have the best topic in the world, but if you have a bad hook, the content's going to fall short. Let's see. Amanda says, I am new. Welcome, Amanda. We're happy to have you. I'm new and working my way through the Get Ready protocol. I've completed the 3 missions section and plan to follow the $500 video funnel strategy, which involves eventually boosting posts from your business page. About 20 minutes into the bonus workshop video in the section, the Ads Ecosystem Deep Dive, you mentioned that there are 6 types of posts we should create for boosting, and that these can be found in the retargeting section. I watched a few videos from that section, but wasn't able to find the 6 post types. Can you direct me to the right location or give me a summary of the 6 types that we could use for boosting? Let me see if I have it in there. I thought I had it in there, but maybe I don't. Let's see. Yeah. I don't. I will actually throw that in. So I'm going to create a section that is called the 6 types of posts that you should be doing every single day. And I am going to add it into the retargeting section for you. How about that? See, if you guys ask, I'm just going to give it to you. So Amanda, look for that section in the retargeting, and I will I'll get that in as soon as I am done with this video. How about that? See, guys, just ask. Wiki says, any idea for power content for a nail salon? What are the 3 gaps that you fill in your marketplace? So if you go, Wiki, if you go into the brand new brick and mortar section, and you watch this video, your 3 pieces of power content for brick and mortar, I actually go through some brick and mortar examples, and we had a couple of people on this call that own nail salons and stuff. So make sure you go through this, and that will actually answer that question for you. You always want to fill in, what is the gap that you fill? What is it if you have a brand story, or what is the experience like from start to finish? So those are the 3, but like I said, I don't want to reteach anything that I've already taught in this class. So if you go to this power content video for brick and mortar, it will answer this question. Let's see. Roz says, hey Laurel, I'm back. Welcome back. Let's see. My one straightforward question is about day 2. All content starts here. My avatar is parents raising teenage boys. My user is a teenager. Okay, got a lot of clients like that. My framework has 6 steps, and for the teen client, should I make a framework that targets the parent's pain point or the teens? The parent, because the parent is the one that is going to give the money. You always want to target the parents. The answer will help me create power content. So I have 2 clients right now who are lean on Laurel, who also work with like teenagers, and we are doing all of their content for the parents, because the parents are the ones that usually have the hair on fire problem because of the teenager, and they also are paying for the whole thing. Sam says, hey Laurel, have you seen any negative effects to merging personal and business pages when it comes to ad performance or overall profile performance. I'm a little unclear on what you mean by merging personal. I know whenever I first started my business page is actually when Facebook used to let you merge your personal profile with a business page. So if that's what you're talking about, that's what I did. And I'm happy that I did, because it turned all my 5,000 friends into likes on the page. And if you strategically build your friends list, this works really, really well. Let's see. Doug says, hey, I just joined. Glad to be here. I am happy that you are here, Doug. My first few questions. One, do you consider Facebook ads necessary? Do you consider video ads necessary? Or as a new Facebook advertiser, I am marketing an energy healing group program. Will images plus text do the trick if the images are strong enough? No, I think you should do my entire ecosystem. And I'll let you slide on this second question just because you are new. Is it considered pointless these days to drive traffic straight to a sales page from the Facebook ad? Mine is a low ticket offer. No, we do, like, both of these things that you're asking about, Doug, are clearly outlined in the program. If you go here, low ticket offer funnel, slow funnel, I drive traffic directly to a $7 program. But literally my thing for you, Doug, is just start with the 3 missions and just follow the process. My process here has made a lot of people 7 figures. And if you just follow along the process, that's all. Don't ask if this works. Will this work? Like, just follow the process, and I promise you will be in a much better position so Doug is new, and anyone else who's new listening to this, just go through the process. Like we have had over 11,000 people buy this program. I have worked with a lot of people, brick and mortar, e-commerce, like every single niche that you can think of. The best way to get success with this program is literally just start and do. And then when things don't work, come back to the Ask Laurel thread and ask for help, or come to the Zoom coaching calls. And this is not me picking on Doug. This is me trying to help Doug and other new people. Just do the things that I tell you guys to do in this program, and I promise you I will not steer you guys wrong. Let's see. Nezradine. Maybe. Is that how you say your name? I hope it is. Hey, Laurel, I've been doing the 7-day flywheel of running power content and conversion multipliers to cold audience with a budget of 150. After the 7-day, I did hit KPIs on both, but I didn't have enough any comments to start conversations. I only got 100 likes and 100 messages on conversion multipliers. Also, after the 7 days, the reach started going down. I took the decision to turn them off because you were on holiday, can't get feedback, and because I got a low budget of 150. So my question is, what do I do next? You just keep doing this. You literally, this is the work. Guys, I know that this is boring, but this is the work. Like, if you have a low budget, this is the work that needs to be consistently done. Like, if this isn't working, you turn it off and you create a new one. If this isn't working, you turn it off and you create a new one. This is the work that has to be done. There are no shortcuts. What is that popular quote? There is no elevator to success. You have to take the stairs. This is the work that no one is willing to do. And so that is you have to do the work. Like, do it until you have these 2 things. You have to keep working at it, because as a new business, if you don't have a large ad budget, you have to put in the time, because you don't have the budget to take a shortcut. Yes, if you put more budget to this will happen faster. But if you don't have a low budget, you have to do the work. You have to have the conversations, because if you're not willing to have the conversations, then you can't use ads, because any other ad strategy you can't afford. Like, it's either this strategy or you guys spend $5,000 a month on ads. Like, that, I don't know what else to tell you, and I know it's hard, but that's the work that has to be done. Let's see. Umar says, please review my power offer. Gave me the proof that he bought the power offer workshop. Thank you. Who is this for? Business owners, entrepreneurs, and leaders. This is way too vague. Business owners, like, are you talking about people who own franchises like McDonald's? Are you talking about nail salons? Are you talking about an online coach? Yeah, this is way too vague. Go back to Joel's training. This is not clear. I will help you become an exceptional leader in the next 8 weeks. What is exceptional leader? What is the problem that it's solving? Like, what does it mean to be an exceptional leader? And first thing you need to do is figure out, who are you talking to? Brick and mortar business owners? Are you talking to digital business owners? Are you talking to e-commerce? Like all of these, like, you could not have picked the 3 most broadest audiences. Like, inside these business owners, you're going to have, right? So if we look at business owners, are you referring to brick and mortar, right? Or digital, right? Because under brick and mortar, you're going to have restaurant owners, salon owners, right? And then digital business owners, you got e-commerce, you have course creators. And so you have to dig deep, like what exactly are you trying to, like who are you trying to target? I'm going to cancel that out so he doesn't have that on his thing. And then what is the one promise? Like what does it mean to be an exceptional leader, right? Being an exceptional leader in a restaurant is very different than becoming an exceptional leader at a nail salon or as a course creator, right? And so this is way, way vague. And so those are the two things I need you to work on. One, who are you talking to? And once we know who you're talking to, then we can really define what does it mean to be an exceptional leader in that space. Now, the biggest misconception is whenever I'm giving this type of advice, people think that I'm steering them to where they can only help one type of person. That is not what I'm saying. The power offer is meant to attract one type of person. That's not to say that he can't have a power offer to restaurant owners. And that's not to say that he can't have, a power offer that's just for e-commerce business owners. What I'm saying is in this particular script, you need to figure out who is the one person that you're talking to. Because that's often a misconception is that you have to, pick one person to work with. That's not true. My program works for several different types of people, but I use different pieces of content to lure people in. Let's see, Evelyn says, I'm stuck on the 3 missions exercise. My offer is family, maternity, and newborn photography. I watched the 3 missions video and got stuck where you said to pick a document. Which one works best for me? If you go in there and you go into the offer ad section, I would recommend that you go to the local brick and mortar. So if you go into and pick the strategy document, I would recommend that you pick the brick and mortar strategy document. That's going to lead you to the local brick and mortar. That's what I use for local photographers. But great, this is a great example. She asked for help. She got stuck and she used the prompt. Like, look how easy that was to help her. Gladys says, if my power content ad sets are not hitting the goal KPIs, how do I know if my ad is the problem or if I'm simply targeting the wrong audience? One of the best ways for me to help you is if you would have posted your, 3 screenshots of your power content topics and the audience of who you're doing. But my guess is that your content piece, more oftentimes than not, it is hardly ever the audience. Facebook has gotten extremely smart. And so if your power content ad sets are not hitting the goal KPIs, it is likely the content and not the audience, right? Because it is very, very easy to target on Facebook. Even if you use open targeting, Facebook has a special way of finding the right type of person. Now, if you are having issues troubleshooting, if you tell me, well, my hook, it's not hitting the hook rate, hold rate, I could tell you exactly what to change in your power content. So next time that you post, Gladys, let me know like what KPI isn't being met, and and if you post like the topic, I could have helped you like troubleshoot through that. But my guess is that it's most likely the content, because it is very rare, very, very rare that is the audience that's off. Let's see, Kurt says, ready to launch power content to a cold audience. I went through the training and wasn't clear on how and who to target. We sell fitness equipment to consumers and professionals. For now, I'm assuming we'll do one ad for professionals. Consumers would love to know if we're going in the right direction. Absolutely. Yeah, if you sell fitness equipment, this is the best thing to do, because now you could segment, right? So if he launches his power content to professionals, like trainers, and then another piece of power content to consumers, he can literally segment between these two audiences so that when he has a fitness offer for consumers, he can literally just retarget the video that was meant for consumers. And so Kurt, 100%. Let's see, Jack says, I would like to also grow my email list quickly using lead formats. Can Laurel confirm if it would be a good idea retargeting my warm audience stack from my power content and retarget them with a value bomb using lead formats to grow my email list that way? I'm still going through to use method 2, but having another email list growth strategy. Yeah, absolutely. You could definitely do that. I would recommend using Zapier to connect your lead form to your, but absolutely. So the reason that I have you guys start with these value bombs in Messenger is so that you can actually see what type of lead magnet will work when you're ready to build that type of funnel. So you guys see, I always have you guys micro step. The only reason that we use value bombs first is so that we know what works with the least amount of friction possible, because if you have an opt-in to a lead magnet, you don't know because there's friction because of the landing page, right? So this is the frictionless way to figure out how to build a lead magnet funnel. So see, I'm always leading you guys in the right direction, but I'm kind of micro-stepping you guys into a traditional funnel. Let's see, Stacy says, hey Laurel, I created my first offer post since taking the workshop. Can you take a look at my stats? 44 conversations so far, with 26 started since updating on Wednesday, running as an engagements messenger. Hope this screenshot is enough to give you info. I mean, it looks, I mean, what am I looking at? Let's see. I created my first offer post. So this is not the KPIs for offer posts. KPIs for offer posts are gonna be the click. So if you go into the program and go into Lanyap Workshop Volt and add troubleshooting and training, you're going to see the metrics right here, and how to troubleshoot. So right here, you have given me power content metrics, not actual post metrics. The post metrics are different than power content metrics. So again, if you go into this, you will see the click. You'll want to use the click metrics when we're looking at messenger campaigns. So hopefully that was helpful. Yeah, lots of great questions today. Hopefully you guys got a lot of value out of seeing the $500 a month budget breakdown. Like, I know that, you know, this stuff is not easy. It's not going to get easier. It's only going to get harder. So the best time to learn this stuff and to optimize this stuff is here. And you guys are all in the right place. I am here to help you as much as I possibly can, as long as you guys are doing the work. And I gotta say, guys, this is the work that needs to be done if you have a low budget. If you have a higher budget, you can go into some of these more expensive, you know, traditional funnels like lead generation, low ticket, webinar, you know, e-commerce. But until you have a higher budget, this messenger mastery and the ecosystem is your best friend. And if you want, you know, an easy way to do it, go to Amazon and grab my book. It is called Super Duper Profitable Ads. Let me see right here. It looks just like this. This is literally a play-by-play. So if it's got all my power content scripts, it's got my conversion multiplier scripts, it's got the KPIs that you need to hit, it's got all of the fun things. As a matter of fact, I'll actually show you guys what it actually looks like, because I have it in text form right here. But if I go here, you will see that I've got, let me get to the diagrams just so that you guys can kind of see. There is a ton of diagrams and lists of everything that you need to be doing. Get to the fun stuff. There you go. There's one of the diagrams there. Look, this is one of the KPI sheets. Lots of fun stuff here. Yeah. Chapter 7 is my favorite because it has like the flywheel on it. If we go, oh yeah, here, the anatomy of the $5 ad, the promise of value. Oh, I lost chapter 7. There we go. It's got all of the metrics and KPIs that you need to be hitting. It's got all of the diagrams. It's got the flywheel checklist. It's got the math problems that you need to know. It's got all the KPIs and look, how to improve your hook rate. All of the metrics that you need to be looking at, all of the super important, how to set them up, what all of them are. Like, here's what we're looking for. Here's the KPI sheets. Here's the day 1, day 2, day 3, day 6, day 7. All of the things that you guys need to know in order to start hitting all of these metrics. Because when you're starting off, these two are the most important thing. Because here's the thing. If you're getting 500 to 1,000 people watching your videos every week and you're getting 100 messenger conversations, you will make money. That's just a volume play. You will make money. So hopefully you guys got a lot of value out of this lesson today. If you guys have any questions, drop them in the Ask Laurel thread.